Venezuela, officially the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela, is a country located on the northern coast of South America. Venezuela's territory covers an area of about 916,445 square kilometers and has an estimated population of about 29,100,000 people. Venezuela is a highly biodiverse country featuring numerous and varied ecological regions ranging from the Andes Mountains in the west to the Amazon rainforest basin in the south, passing through the vast Llanos plains and the Caribbean coast in the center and the Orinoco River Delta in the east. In 1522, Venezuela fell under Spanish occupation despite resistance from the indigenous peoples, but it became one of the first Spanish-American colonies to declare independence in 1811. However, independence was not firmly established until 1821. Venezuela gained full independence in 1830 as part of the Federal Republic of Gran Colombia. During the 19th century, Venezuela suffered from political instability and dictatorship, being controlled by a group of regional caudillos, or strong military leaders, for a long period extending into the 20th century. Democratic governments have been in power in Venezuela since 1958, although the country experienced periods of coups and military dictatorships like most Latin American countries. Economic shocks in the 1980s and 90s led to a political crisis, causing the deaths of hundreds of people in riots known as Caracazo, or Caracas Blow, in 1989. There were also 2 attempted coups in 1992, and the impeachment of President Carlos Andrés Pérez on charges of embezzlement of public funds in 1993. The collapse of confidence in existing parties led to the election of former government official Hugo Chavez as president of Venezuela in the 1998 elections. This marked the launch of the Bolivarian Revolution, beginning with the formation of a constituent assembly in 1999 to write a new constitution for Venezuela. Venezuela is a federal presidential republic consisting of 23 states, the capital district, which covers Caracas, and federal dependencies, which cover Venezuela's offshore islands. Venezuela also claims all of Guyana, west of the Essequibo River, a 159,500 square kilometer or 61,583 square mile, area referred to as Guayana Essequiba or Zona en Reclamación, the reclaimed zone. Venezuela is among the most urbanized countries in Latin America. The overwhelming majority of Venezuelans live in cities in the north, particularly in the capital, Caracas, which is also the largest city and one of the most dangerous cities in the world. Since the discovery of oil in the early 20th century, Venezuela has been one of the world's largest oil exporters and a leader in this field, possessing the largest oil reserves. Previously, the country relied on various agricultural commodities such as coffee and cocoa before oil came to dominate exports and government revenues. The oil boom of the 1980s led to a prolonged external debt crisis and economic downturn, with inflation peaking at 100% in 1996. Poverty rates rising to 66% in 1995 and per capita GDP falling to the same level as 1963 by 1998, a one-third drop from the peak in 1978. A recovery in oil prices after 2001 boosted the Venezuelan economy, positively impacting social spending despite the global financial crisis of 2008, which led to another economic contraction. However, as of late 2010, the Venezuelan economy returned to recovery. Currently, the economy of Venezuela is in a state of constant decline, with crime rates having increased sharply, among the highest in the world.